Curiosity is often misunderstood. People think it's scattered, indecisive, distracted. But the truth is, most people don't lack curiosity. They've just buried it under fear. Fear of being wrong, fear of not knowing, fear of finding something that demands they change. Real curiosity? It's not chaos. It's a commitment. It's the drive to lean into uncertainty on purpose. What to expect? This is the fourth virtue in the Aevitas series, curiosity. Over the course of this video, you'll learn why it's not just about asking questions. It's about building the strength to seek real answers. Because without curiosity, discipline becomes dogma, resilience becomes repetition, empathy becomes projection. Curiosity is what keeps all the other virtues alive. Redefining curiosity. Curiosity is not about wandering aimlessly. It's about pursuing depth. Not asking more questions, asking better ones. It's not childish wonder. It's disciplined exploration. And it's not just for scholars. Curiosity is for warriors. The warrior who asks, what else am I capable of? The partner who asks, what am I not seeing in them? The philosopher who asks, what might be true even if I don't want it to be? The sub-virtues of curiosity. Intellectual honesty. Curiosity without honesty is just noise. Intellectual honesty means following the evidence even when it contradicts your ego. It's refusing to manipulate the truth just to be right. It's choosing understanding over being impressive. Openness to complexity and nuance. Curiosity doesn't demand simplicity, it respects nuance. Most people are addicted to simple stories. Curiosity asks, what's under that simplicity? It thrives in gray areas. It swims in nuance. Complexity is not a threat, it's a clue. Pattern seeking. Curiosity finds meaning in patterns others ignore. The way people speak, the rhythm of events, the silence before a collapse. Curious minds see echoes. They ask, what's repeating here and why? What curiosity requires? Humility. You cannot be curious if you already believe you know everything. Curiosity requires a deep not knowing. It says, I'm willing to be surprised. And that's terrifying, because it puts your identity at risk. But the person who can stand in not knowing is the person who can grow forever. Risk. Curiosity is dangerous. It even got Socrates and a great many others killed. It threatens certainty. It invites collapse. It's what makes people leave marriages, change careers, walk away from things you once had unshakable faith in. You ask a question, and the answer wrecks your entire life script. That's why most people stop being curious. They realize curiosity doesn't just change ideas. It changes everything. Endurance. Curiosity isn't about dopamine hits. It's about staying with the question. Through boredom, through discomfort. Endurance means wrestling with something until it opens up, not giving up when it stays closed. Most people tap out too soon. Curiosity says, stay longer. There's more here. How to practice curiosity? Ask better questions. Don't just ask, why did they do that? Ask, what were they afraid of losing? What story do they believe about the world? What would I have done in their place? Questions with depth are bridges. Surface-level ones are walls. Study opposing views within reason. Don't just read things you agree with. Don't just follow people who echo your thinking. Seek out what offends you and ask why it bothers you so much. Curiosity doesn't mean agreeing. It means investigating. That's how minds grow. Follow discomfort. Curiosity grows where comfort dies. When something makes you flinch, lean in. What am I avoiding? Why am I defensive here? The deeper self is hiding in discomfort. On the other side of the equation is, what harms curiosity? Absolute certainty. The moment you decide, I know everything I need to know, curiosity shrinks. And so does growth. Curiosity requires you to sit beside uncertainty like an old friend. Dogma. An entertaining movie, no doubt, but destructive to curiosity all the same. Systems of belief are useful, but when they become untouchable, curiosity suffocates. Dogma punishes the questioner. Aevitas honors them. Cynicism. Not in the philosophical sense as Diogenes the Cynic was, but the modern definition. Cynicism wears the mask of intelligence, but it's fear in disguise. The cynic says, it's all pointless. The curious say, I don't know yet. Let's find out. That's the difference between a dying mind and a living one. Here is your challenge for this week. 1. Pick one belief you've never questioned. 2. Write down why you believe it. 3. Then ask, what would I be afraid of if I stopped believing this? That's the curiosity gap. Lean in. Sit with it. Growth begins where comfort ends. Drop a comment. What question are you afraid to ask yourself and why? Subscribe for the final episode. Courage, the virtue that turns exploration into action.